Here we go. Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF NXT. Gorilla Monsoon, here with Edward Collins and with the Jackal or Osiris. And today on NXT, we're going to see the TWF Women's Tag Team winnings on stake. When the TWF Women's Tag Team fighters, Sonya Deville and Luna Vachon, have to take on AJ Lee and Nikki Cross here today on NXT. Gorilla Monsoon says, "You got that right," Edward Collins said. "We're going to have the TWF Women's Tag Team winnings on stake here today on NXT, and that is bound to be a good show." Well, I can tell you one thing right now, the Jackal says. It's good to know that Sonya Deville and Luna Vachon are going to beat the shit out of AJ Lee and Nikki Cross. Both of them playing that they're crazy or mad, or they got some kind of behavior, misset. The Jackal says. I can tell you what, Gorilla Monsoon says. I don't know if they're crazy or mad or not. I'm not a mind healer, so I don't know if they got a behavior misset up, or they're only playing. But I can tell you one thing: Nikki Cross and AJ Lee will beat Sonya Deville and Luna Vachon. Gorilla Monsoon says. How do you know? The Jackal says. How do you know, Osiris? Would you stop, Jackal? Would you be earnest, Osiris? I was a former skilled wrestler, so I think I would know what I talk about. Yeah, and I was a former skilled wrestler too, Gorilla Monsoon. So I think I should know what I talk about as well. Oh yeah, Edward Collins said, this is the man who fought Kurgan was going to be the shit. This was the man who fought Rhino was going to be the shit. This is the man who fought Kenny Omega was going to be the shit until he shifted on him and took on Adam Page. Yeah. And you're not going to see me take you on anytime soon, Edward Collins, bloodsucker for soul, the Jackal says, or Osiris says. I'm Sonya Deville. And I am Luna Vachon. And I've been in a toy wrestling gathering since 9/97 YL. Well, my true doll didn't get made until 9/98 YL, though. And even though the TWF back in the day always would have me do a lot of the play-by work, back in the day on many of these play-by-play teams, I want to tell you something. I can't stand up. Someone at Jack's back in the day gave me high heels, and I know high heels are bad for standing up in if you're a doll. Well, then lean against the ropes, Sonya Deville says. Anyway, we're the TWF Women Tag Team Fighters. And as my teammate, Luna Vachon has said, we are going to we ask for a team. I mean, we have won the TWF Women's Tag Team winnings, but we have never been had on a show until now. So, what we're asking for is someone to put us on a show. And we're on a show, and we want someone to fight. Alright, I think everyone's heard quite enough, Gail Kim says. You gotta let me walk in and I think everybody's heard enough, Gail Kim says. Sonya Deville, Luna Vachon, so sorry that you haven't been on the show lately, that you have not put your TWF Women Tag Team winnings on stake. And I know that you two, and I know you two think that you have on look, that you think you have class, but you don't. Now, don't guilt me for that, but let me make everything work out. You see, shit. Make me work out. Alright. So, here today, you two are so lucky because today you two get to put your TWF Women's Tag Team winnings on stake here today on NXT against one of the teams I believe that you beat months ago, AJ Lee and Nikki Cross. So Gil Kim says, I don't know how lucky you feel knowing that now you get to fight Nikki Cross and AJ Lee. Hey, and you can say whatever you want to say about them. You can say that they're only show playing, that they're mad or crazy. I wouldn't know. But I do know they were former two-time TWF Women's Tag Team fighters, and they would love to be a three-time. So we're going to make this match here today. Nikki Cross, AJ Lee fight Sonya Deville and Luna Vachon for the TWF Women's Tag Team winnings. Well, we just heard from Gail Kim, the TWF. We just heard from Gail Kim, the leadership under four-sitter of Skilled Dealings, Street Follower, and the main overseer, the TWF Women's team. You know, put the TWF Women's Tag Team winnings on stake here today on NXT, Gorilla Monsoon says. Yes, they did, the Jackal says. And if we can get a Fight Lord or a Fight Overling in the ring, then we won't have to worry, you know. Then we can get this match started. Oh God. What? Well, this is for the this match started. Well, this is for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings. First. Oh, fuck. Not really getting that bright. Still kind of dark. Alright. This is for the TWF Women's Tag Team winnings. First, they are AJ Lee and Nikki Cross. And they are the TWF Women's Tag Team fighters, Sonya Deville and Luna Vachon. Well, the first thing we need to learn about Jackal says is who's going to go first. For what team, Gorilla Monsoon says. Is it going to be Sonya Deville for her side? Or is it going to be AJ Lee for her side? Gorilla Monsoon said, it looks like we're going to have Nikki Cross. It looks like we're going to have Nikki Cross fight Luna Vachon. And a lot of folks said that she seemed to be wounded, Gorilla Monsoon says. And Nikki Cross has picked up Luna Vachon and body slammed her. And another body slam. And Luna Vachon, who was, Gorilla Monsoon says, from the Vachon kin, not kind of a well-known wrestling kin in a settled land. You know, Luna's father, Luna's uncle, even her aunt were all skilled wrestlers at one time. A body slam, Gorilla Monsoon says. Yeah, that's right, Edward Collins says. We know the true Luna Vachon, the true Angelique Vachon, is up in heaven now with God and Jesus now. She's at rest now in good stead, and so is either her uncle or her father, or both of them. We know her mother is these days, and maybe her aunt these days. And her body slam. And the Fight Lord went down, Gorilla Monsoon says. Edward Collins says, who do you think's more crazy? Nikki Cross or Luna Vachon? You know? But then again, I don't really think Luna Vachon, you know, is that crazy. You know? That crazy. Or that mad, Edward Collins said. I'll tell you what, the Jackal says. I don't think Nikki Cross is crazy. I think it was all a show. I think her being crazy on NXT, crazy on SmackDown, crazy on Raw, I just think it was all a show. I don't truly believe she was crazy. And I don't really believe that Luna Vachon was crazy either. She may have wanted folks to believe she was crazy, but I don't think neither of them are. And Jackal says, only I think Luna Vachon and Sonya Deville are a more greater tag team. One was a former skilled fighter, shifted skilled wrestler, and the other one, well, was a skilled wrestler, whatever. Oh, and Sonya Deville, who truly, the only winning she won in her whole time, the Jackal says, in WWE was the women's tag team winnings. Yeah, that is true, Edward Collins says. That is true. But her behavior, her mindset, she has been a heel and never shifted from being on NXT to SmackDown or to Raw. Girl Monsoon says, yeah, she's a heel. She never shifted the way she behaved, you know. And that's truly sad. And I don't think she's truly liked, Gorilla Monsoon says. And now Nikki Cross brings in AJ Lee, who is going to, take down Sonya Deville. She's going to put her. AJ Lee is hoping that she can beat Nikki Cross, hoping she can beat Sonya Deville. AJ Lee taking down AJ Lee is going to beat Sonya Deville. Luna Vachon coming in. Nikki Cross just knocked Luna Vachon out of the ring before they could do that. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winners and the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters, Nikki Cross and AJ Lee. So Nikki Cross and AJ Lee beat Sonya Deville and Luna Vachon are now the new TWF Women's Tag Team Fighters here. And we all know that Sonya Deville and Luna Vachon are going to bitch and rant about the unfairness, Gorilla Monsoon says. Yes, they are. Edward Collins said. They're going to bitch and rant that it was unfair. They lost their straps, lost their winnings to Nikki Cross and AJ Lee. They're going to say they won another match. They're going to say all kinds of things like the sun was in their eyes, their shoe were unbinded, those all kind of forgivenesses. The Jackal says, the Jackal says Sonya Deville and Luna Vachon didn't know that they were fighting AJ Lee and Nikki Cross here today. If they knew they were wrestling AJ Lee and Nikki Cross today, they would have been ready. So in other words, Jackal, you're giving them forgivenesses too. Would you be earnest? They fought AJ Lee and Nikki Cross before. They wrestled them before. So you can't have that as a forgiveness. Girl Monsoon says, well, I can have it as forgiveness if I want. I have that right. I have that freedom. The Jackal says, yeah, you do. Yes, you do, Gorilla Monsoon says. Now taken away to one of my friends I've known since between 93, YL, Jim Ross. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. I'm going to be talking with the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters, AJ Lee and Nikki Cross. AJ Lee, you and Nikki Cross are now the new free-time TWF Women Tag Team Fighters. Oh yes, when I came to the TWF, and this would have been back in 23rd between FYL, and then I was fighting Gil Kim all the time because IW was making Gil Kim behave like me. And then I was a free-time WWE, lead women heavyweight fighter, a one-time FCW lead women fighter. And I came to TWF, I won the TWF women's heavyweight winnings about 3 or 4 times. Maybe 5 times. No, Gil Kim won it more than me. But anyway, I didn't think that I would be a free-time TWF women's tag team fighter with Nikki Cross. I mean, I got done with some bullshit war with Maxwell Jacob Friedman talking about making sandwiches or whatever the fuck that was all about. Anyway, the grounds is me and Nikki Cross are the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters for the third time. We're crazy, we're mad. I don't know. I know I wrote a book over the years said that being crazy was my overmight. But anyway, say what you want to say about us, but we're the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters. Nikki Cross, you got something to say. Oh yeah, Jim Ross, I got a lot of things to say. Like, am I crazy? Am I mad? I don't know. But all I do know is that me and AJ Lee, we beat Sonya Deville and Luna Vachon, and now we're the TWF Women's Tag Team Fighters for the third time. I don't know how long we're going to hold on to it, but I know that if we can beat them once, we can beat them again. So let them bitch, let them rant, let them sob. You know, let them woe if that's what they want to do. But at the end of the day, me and AJ Lee, call us crazy, call us mad, whatever, we're the TWF Women's Tag Team Fighters. Well, that was my talk with AJ Lee and Nikki Cross. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with AJ Lee and Nikki Cross here today on NXT. It looks like it is all the time we got here for NXT. I, Gorilla Monsoon, Edward Collins, and a Jackal, or Cyrus. We hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for Dynamite or Might.